Hey everyone, Jim Space here. Let's talk about the book, The Two Babylons by Alexander Hislop. Yeah, this book right here. As you may have noticed, the complete title is The Two Babylons, or The Papal Worship Proved to be the Worship of Nimrod and His Wife. So far, this is not looking good. You see, Nimrod is never given a wife in Genesis, but he says it's Semiramis. Yeah, stay tuned. The Two Babylons can be summed up as an anti-Catholic book as it claims to trace Catholic doctrines back to the worship of Nimrod. The main connection it makes to do this is identifying Nimrod with the Greek legend of Ninus and his wife Semiramis. Now, I'll be honest, when I first read this book in my late teens, I found this to be absolutely fascinating, but after becoming more educated and objective, I no longer do. The figures of King Ninus and Queen Semiramis first appear in the History of Persia, written by the Greek physician Ctesias around 400 BCE. Unfortunately, this is not corroborated in any ancient king list written in cuneiform. Now, Ninus could derive from the Assyrian king Tukulti Ninurta I, named after the Assyrian war god Ninurta, who ruled in the 1200s BCE, and there was an Assyrian queen Shemiramit who reigned from 811 BCE with her husband Shamshi-Adad V. But these two people are separated far apart in time, and Ctesias compiled his history of Ninus and Semiramis 400 years later. But through fact-checking with cuneiform documents from that time, we cannot confirm Ctesias' history. It turns out it was a sloppy reconstruction. So, Ninus and Semiramis are never a thing, and then Hislop claimed that Ninus was Nimrod. But did he make that connection on his own? No. He got it from the Pseudo-Clementine literature, spurious writings from around the 4th century CE. He even quoted from it in The Two Babylons. Thus, one of his main points connecting Ninus with Nimrod collapses like a house of cards. Now, let's look at two outright errors in The Two Babylons. First, Nineveh means the habitation of Ninus. He copied this idea from Pseudo-Clementine Recognitions, Book 4, Chapter 29, which states, quote, Nimrod, whom the Greeks also called Ninus, whom the city of Nineveh took its name, end quote. Problem, it never meant habitation of Ninus. The Jewish Encyclopedia says, quote, the origin of the name is obscure. Possibly it meant originally the seat of Ishtar, since Nina was one of the Babylonian names of that goddess. So it's complicated. If anything, it means the habitation of Nina, but that's a goddess. Different name. Second is that cannibal means priest of Baal, from the Hebrew word Kohen. No, cannibal comes from mispronouncing Carib, the name of the West Indies tribe that was rumored to eat human flesh. This fake etymology perfectly illustrates that he was afflicted with a mania to connect anything to Nimrod. He also similarly said that the name Vulcan means priest of Baal, using the same fake etymology. This is complete rubbish, exposing his mania over the name Nimrod. So this book is only good to know the history and the origin of error. And why is it important? Well, because it's still being used and quoted by some people and some groups. It's the habitation of nonsense, and it belongs in the library of errors. And frankly, since this book has been published, it's been causing a lot of problems and trouble. Well, enough of this book for now. Hey, thanks so much for watching, and to prove that you're awesome, please hit the subscribe button to see more shows like this. Thank you.